Okay, there we are. Let me just put in a little. I ain't worried about that. All right. Here we. What the hell? Damn it. That's what I need right there. All right. Create. There we go. Today we're going in search of adventure, world quests, and so on that we hadn't completed here in Nod Krai. Starting with, well, first of all, we're going to Silver Moon Hall to see what's up. Because there's still a lot of unresolved issues here. And with this grayed out, I don't think we can progress until Columbina somehow returns to the game. We'll leave that on. Because we'll be using that treasure compass. Step through the moon gate. No one knows what's inside there. But it's a place that tore apart the extremely powerful Rahir of Salnari. If only I'd...
Columbina? Oh, it's you. Are you also waiting for Columbina to come back? So, you too. Hey, come on, don't be so sad. Keep your chin up. If everyone was sad, that'd be like, oh, Paimon doesn't want to think about it.
I can't allow myself to wallow in guilt. Columbina didn't sacrifice herself for us to end up like this. Not to mention...
I haven't given up yet. Columbina, all of her friends, none of them would ever just give up like this. Give us a little more time. I can't promise anything, but I'll do everything I can.
Are they cheering for us? Thank you. Do you need us to help you with something? This Kohenki. Paimon thinks she looks a little flustered. Why don't you play something? If they hear a familiar melody, maybe they'll calm down a little bit.
A familiar melody. Let's try Columbina's song.
Like they haven't had a good rest in a long time. Shh! enclave. Sandrone! What are you doing here?
What? Am I not allowed to take walks now?
She hasn't returned.
Thought as much. No such thing as a free miracle, you know.
Hey, which way are you headed? Paimon means we don't see much of each other. Maybe we could join you for a bit.
Let's not. I'm not in a good mood today, and don't have anything nice to say. Besides, comfort is the last thing this place needs.
You know what? Let's use the treasure compass here. Nothing. Okay. I know of at least one world quest that we haven't accomplished yet. That would be up here. That thing that looks like some kind of space pod. Should be something around here somewhere. Not seeing a question mark or anything. Oh, there's somebody over there. He's trying to get someone's attention. I can't imagine how you two warriors managed to make it through this thunderstorm. But that's not the point right now. I need your help.
Don't worry. There's no way we'd stand by while someone needs help. What do you need us to do?
Please, help me get the airspace data collector up in the air.
Airspace data collector? You mean a big round machine?
That's right. All you need to do is align the strong Kuvaki side of each assembly module with the collector and push them into place. Then the collector, I mean that big round machine, will float up into the air. That means everything is working.
All right. Seeing how desperate you are, let's help him out, traveler.
Thank you so much. I will really appreciate it. Okay. Seems straightforward enough. Okay, green check mark. Done. Okay, that's a reset button. Huh. Rotate. Green check mark. All right. Got another reset button. Huh. Ah, this one's got 3. That's actually quite helpful. What's up, dude? Finally, it worked. Warriors, my name is Finagle. I'm a researcher with the Fontaine Research Institute. I saw everything just now. You were absolutely incredible. May I ask your names?
Paimon's Paimon. This is the Traveler. We're adventurers. Have you been stuck here for a long time?
If not for the two of you, I might have been stuck for much longer. You're the first ones to make it through the thunderstorm safely.
Surely you should be the first one.
No, of course not. I have not your luck. You probably won't believe me, but this abnormal weather is probably the result of my being cursed.
Cursed? Wait, do sciencey people really believe in that kind of thing?
Indeed. In fact, that's why I got into science in the first place, to find a way to break this curse. I know it sounds crazy, but if you've gone through half the things I have, you'd understand. Whenever I cook, even when I'm just mixing up a salad, it somehow catches fire. If I hang out the laundry, a tornado is guaranteed to blow it all away. Things like that happen to me every single day. I call it the Finagle effect.
That really does sound unlucky. Isn't there a way to break your curse?
Science, of course. That's the only way.
That sounds reasonable enough, I guess. But something feels off.
Sounds about as reasonable as Paimon single-handedly fighting abyssal monsters. Huh. Isn't a blessing usually the way to break a curse? Oh, I tried all the traditional methods when I was younger, but none of them ever worked. In the end, it was the Fontaine Research Institute that saved me. They taught me how to fight against it. Since mixing salads causes fires, I invented a cooling system for my food. In fact, that very system ended up being used in Fanta vending machines. Now everyone can easily enjoy ice-cold Fanta. Available at your local supermarket. And that's in part to the Finagle effect. Henri's been so grateful to me for this. Before coming here, I learned that the extreme weather in Nod Krai could be incredibly dangerous. So I made sure to install a lightning protection device on the collector, just in case. Without it, the experiment would have probably failed a dozen times by now.
Ooh, so science really did beat the curse?
You could say that, but as you saw, I got pretty flustered just now because I overlooked one critical factor. The collector might be fine, but with the Finagle effect following me around, there's no way I can conduct the experiment properly.
So you've just been running around like that ever since you got here? Until we found you?
That's right. The Institute saved me so I could bring myself to go back without nothing to show for it. That's why your arrival is such an unexpected turning point. As I mentioned earlier, I came here to study the safety of Kuvaki under extreme weather conditions. I believe it could be a much safer energy source than Arceum. You've probably heard about the explosion at the Fontaine Research Institute, correct? At its core, that accident happened because Arceum is still much too dangerous an energy source.
Of course we heard about it. You're looking at none other than honorary senior researcher of the Fontaine Research Institute.
Mr. Raimondo must think very highly of you. For most people, even earning the title of assistant is quite an achievement. Though I agree with Mr. Raimondo's views, things like Fanta don't really contribute to science. What we truly need is a more reliable alternative to Arceum. If my theory proves correct, and Kuvaki really is a safer option, the Institute might even rename Fanta to Fanta in my honor.
Is that really a possibility? That sounds amazing.
And possibly litigatable. So, may I ask for your help? If you're willing to help me complete this experiment and collect the data I need, I'll make sure to propose the both of your names be added to Fanta.
Fan Traveler Paimanta? That's quite an impressive name. Traveler, let's help him.
Well, it does sound pretty good. We managed to get the airspace collector into the air earlier, but unfortunately it didn't quite go that high. All you need to do is lift it up a bit more. To get it higher, you'll need to stack more assembly modules. Simple and effective, huh? I'm counting on you.
Sounds simple enough. We got this.
In that case, shall we start setting things up? When adjusting the assembly modules, just make sure that the blue strong is facing the collector.
Sure, let's get it going.
Oh, right. I just noticed that there's a signal issue in one of the 3 channels. But it can be fixed by resetting the robot. Now let me set up the parameters. Alright. Huh. Oh, I get it. I feel like a fool now. Now they're magnetized. There we go. Alright, just one of them. Now I just gotta shove it over and it'll repel. Bam! Yeah, pretty much everything in Nod Krai is magnetic. I get it. Gotta get up here and bust that out.
Looks like the orientation's wrong. Just gotta reset the robot. Okay. Okay, that one's good. I have to... That, and then... Like that, I guess. Nope. Oh, I get it. The one that's projecting. Okay. Okay, there we go. And the last one, I assume. Huh. Turn it. It's got it. There we go. Is it ready to fly? We've got the data. So that means we're done here, right? I'm sorry, but we still need higher altitude. That's how scientific research works. It's all about patience and precision. We can't rush it. Okay, but you didn't get struck by lightning when we... Yeah. So for this next experiment? No, it has to be the two of you conducting the experiment. If I tried, something would definitely go wrong. Alright. Paimon suddenly feels like renaming Fanta won't be enough. No problem. As long as you're willing to keep helping with the experiment, then putting your likeness on the Fanta label would be more than fair. So that means everybody who buys Fanta will get to see Paimon and the Traveler on the label? Why, yes. You'll be known around Teyvat. But for two scientific pioneers like yourselves, that's still a pretty modest reward. For the sake of scientific progress. Yeah, in that case, let's get back to the experiment. Excellent. I knew you were the people of extraordinary insight. Once you're ready, I'll go set up the parameters for the next experiment. We're ready, dude. Let's just get this going. Line up the puzzles again. Let's do this one first, I guess. That's one. That's two. Get the feeling that's the easiest one. Go over and collect these. Ah, damn it. That would have been the perfect place to hide a treasure chest. This one's already done. How about that? That one into place, like so. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. That's... Done. Launch this big. Whoa! Finagle! There was an accident! The collector got hit by lightning! Yes, I saw it too, the finagle effect. It's intensified. Even with the lightning protection device and your help, we can't hold it back. Well, things might not be that bad. Don't give up just yet. The only way to break this curse is by advancing science. Exactly. According to your theory, the only one who can defeat the finagle effect is you. You're right. If I fail, this curse won't just destroy me, it'll destroy everything I hold dear. If in the end, even the Fontaine Research Institute is... I would never forgive myself. We're at a critical stage of the experiment. Based on my initial analysis, Kuvaki does indeed seem safer in Arceum. But for real-world applications, that conductive phenomenon we just observed might never be allowed to happen. I have to identify the cause. The collector's crashed. It's certainly unfortunate, but what really matters is the data inside. Could I ask you to retrieve it? Leave it to me, buddy. Please, be careful. I'll check here to see if the issue was caused by the equipment itself. Oh. Looks like those slimes are screwing with that Kuhanki. You okay, little friend? Okay, I wonder what this goes to. Way away from my intended course, but wow!
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
Awesome. And I have a way back to where I was. Uh-oh. And we'll get back to him as soon as we're done with this. Yikes!
Magic can't cheat. One with the force. I hear everything.
Stay still!
This is order.
Here comes the finale. Quick, drop the curtains.
Stabilize. Solidify.
One with the force. Let's nip that in the bud.
Order guide you.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
What do I have marked over here? Unknown. Let's get back to Finagle. There he is. So glad you're okay. I was starting to worry the finagle effect might have gotten to you. So, how did it go? Did you find the data? We got it, but the collector was already... I suspected as much. The designs never accounted for the impact from a fall. That was my oversight. I've found a few new leads on my end as well, but it's too early to draw any conclusions. I'll need to analyze them together with the data you recovered. Give me some time to dig into it. Could you come by again tomorrow? Absolutely. Oh, there he is. Ooh! It's one of those rams. You know what? While we're in there, and there we are.
Magic can't cheat death, you know. And voila! Can't see? One thing after another.
Gather!
I'll uproot you!
Stabilize! Gather!
Alright, there's another chest.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
My group is getting toe up by these monsters, man. Good news! I've made a breakthrough. I'm 99.5% sure that the effect didn't affect either of you. Well, that's great, though Paimon wasn't really concerned about that. But if it wasn't because of the effect, then why did the collector get struck last time? Because the lightning protection device inside the collector was never tested for repeated use in such a high Kuvaki environment. The materials eventually gave out from fatigue. The fix was actually pretty simple. I tested a bunch of materials with different parameters based on this affects this area's Kuvaki concentration, and found something way more durable. Look! This is the Nod Krai Aerospace Data Collector 2.0. I stayed up all night to finish it. With one final high-altitude test, we'll be able to determine the environment's results. Why is the Collector 2.0 so much smaller than the previous one? Advanced models are usually more compact. Oh, Paimon gets it now. So Paimon really is more advanced than the Traveler. While that's usually true, the reason 2.0 shrank so much this time was actually due to the limits of the materials used. I had to cut a lot of non-essential features. For example, the entire structure for lifting it into the air. Huh? If it can't get into the air, how are we supposed to collect the data at high altitude? Haha. Well, it's all because, you see, many of the greatest leaps in human knowledge come when the researchers themselves step in. Even if it means becoming the subject of your own experiment. They say Henri's team drank tens of thousands of bottles of Fanta to perfect the flavor that we have today. So, you get what I'm saying, right? You want to conduct the experiment yourself? Huh? Not me. It's enough of a miracle that the effect hasn't affected the two of you. If I were the one to try it, it'd be a total disaster. Not that I'd mind trying. Sooner or later, the curse will devour me anyway. But the research on Kuvaki is far too important. How about this? I'll just redesign the Fanta bottle to be shaped like the two of you. Or we don't even have to call it Fanta anymore. You can call it Paita or Manta or Jamanta. Please, for the sake of scientific progress, take the collector into the sky. Well, since it's for scientific progress, I guess. Oh, so you already have a glider. That's amazing. Then I can check that off the list. Alright, let me explain the latest changes. Just yesterday, it occurred to me when the thunderstorm here are bursting with Kuvaki, instead of avoiding it, why not harness it? In other words, we can actively attract lightning. This relay device was built for exactly that purpose. Attract lightning? But that sounds dangerous. It also sounds like every one of the cutscenes I had in Inazuma. You'll be fine. Most of the Kuvaki in the thunderstorm will be converted into an upward force field. The remaining energy will be captured by Collector 2.0. Trust me, your chances of getting struck are no higher than 0.0067%. So there's still a chance Paimon might get struck. Statistically speaking, there's a negligible risk. I mean, no proper scientist would ever claim something's 100% certain. This will be the final experiment. Channel the lightning to the lightning rod over there. Then launch up collect the data. The lightning protection device will keep you safe. I'll let you know as soon as we got enough data. Well, here we go. That's the spirit. For the sake of science. I'm a damn antenna. Wow, that really did throw me up high, didn't it? The experiment was a total success. Just as I thought, Kuvaki has a huge potential. Thank you both. This is critical data I was missing. Once I've come through it all, I could finally get started on my thesis. I hope the research results on Kuvaki will truly achieve what Mr. Raimondo envisioned, freeing people from their reliance on Arceum. This would be an enormous step forward.
Looks like we actually helped with something big. That's awesome.
Indeed, progress marches forward. The thesis should be done in a year or two, and maybe in 20 or 30 more we can see a real impact.
20 or 30 years? That long?
That sort of time frame is already a breakneck breakthrough. Scientific research takes time. It's all about patience and precision.
Alright, fine. Paimon really thought we'd get to try a bottle of Fed Traveler Baimon any day now.
I'll be sure to suggest that to Henri and the team. Oh, and here, take the Nod Krai Aerospace Data Collector as thanks. I've removed the data collection module since it's classified tech from the Institute. I hope you understand. It no longer has any data collection functionality, but the lightning protection still works. Hopefully it'll come in handy on your adventure. Just a heads up, it only works on thunderstorms that carry Kuvaki. It won't be effective against regular lightning. So once you're outside Nod Krai, you'll be struck by lightning in all the cutscenes just like you have been so far.
Wow, that means you don't have to worry about getting struck by lightning, I guess, around here.
Haha, well said. And finally, thank you both for your contribution to science. Once I've sorted through the raw data, it's time for me to head back to the Institute and start writing that thesis. Wow, man. Come on, I know I'm a living lightning rod, so come over here and strike this. Yoo-hoo. Lightning, your mama wears combat boots. Perhaps I can help it along. I don't know. Let's find out. There's Lisa.
I'll keep an eye on you. You've been a naughty boy.
Guess not. Maybe I have to equip the module. Let's see. Inventory. I don't see anything addition there. Huh. Well, that kind of blows. It's in here somewhere? Look for that little red exclamation point. Oh, wait. Oh, here you are.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, let's look at the map. I think it was the last treasure chest around here. Let's look at that map again. It says 83%. That's not going to help. There's a couple of marked spots here that I don't know why I marked them. But I'm pretty certain.
Oh, it's an...
It's possible it's treasure chests. Yes, they're treasure chests. I probably marked them because there were powerful creatures around them. And I didn't want to chance it during a quest. Yeah, I can pretty much see that. I'm correct. It looks like one of them is the Wild Hunt.
Stabilize. I will have order. Solidify.
Let's nip that in the bud.
This is order.
A round of applause.
I will have order.
I'll uproot you.
Stabilize. This is order.
Let's nip that in the bud. Step right up. Here comes the finale.
Solidify.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Not a lot of good sniping positions close enough to that thing to where it would actually help.
I will have order.
I'll uproot you. Can't see?
Gather. Solidify.
And voila!
Stabilize.
Where the fuck? No, 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 it healed. Shit.
One with the forest. Step right up. I hear everything.
This is order.
A round of applause.
Solidify.
Entrap.
Rise. I will have order. Gather.
One with the forest.
Stabilize.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Corral that some bitch.
Order guide you.
Can't see. And
Solidify.
and shroud.
Stabilize.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
Wonderful. I can erase those marks off the map. Okay. Let me check something really quick. Yeah, I have no idea how long I've been going. But we'll do a few more things here. Huh. I was correct in assuming something earlier. I got a mysterious text from Oklahoma or something where I was like, I don't know anybody in Oklahoma, and I was correct. They had the wrong phone number. Oh, I'm sorry, not Oklahoma. Colorado. Colorado.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth.
I see no
And those that
treasure
come
chest
across me
there,
tend to
but
stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
directly below me is a Lunoculus. I think it's under the rim right here. Yeah. Now, will this treasure chest there count as this island or that island? That's the question. I hope it's this one. Let's see, how close am I to a teleport beacon? Pretty damn close. So we'll not use our food stocks. We'll use this instead. Oh wait, we do have a new Oculus now. So let's deposit that. I mean, since I'm here. Let's go get this treasure chest. I believe I need 90%. Exploration on the island to collect the last piece.
Now it's your turn.
Change
Here
of plan.
comes another one. Crumble.
Shit. Dude, that's not fair at all. But it was my mistake.
Gather.
That will not happen again. How do you guys like it?
A reward on the road.
Okay. Let's check. Limpo Isle is now at 85%. We'll go check here. See, I've got this. I believe the only one that I'm missing out on is this one. Oh, I only needed 85. Okay. Construct. Ah, 90. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Perhaps we'll head down to Star Sand Shop. No, over here. Wow! Ah, crap.
I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
I will have order.
Need an assist?
Strike them down! One with the force. Step right up. I hear everything. Strike them down! I stand against the long night and purge the darkness!
Order guide you.
Here comes the finale.
Strike them down!
Solidify.
Strike them down!
Well, that guy took off in a hurry. I was hoping you could talk to him. No rest for those guys, I guess. Really? There we go. Crap. That's right, I got this.
Stabilize.
Or not. Really?
Solidify.
You say up, but jackass. There we go. Wait a minute. That's a challenge beacon. And a bunch of Fatui down there. That's what I was missing.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
And that would have gave me the Lunoculus. Meteor strike! Hey you, Blondie. Perfect timing. This punk's cruising for a bruising. Lend a hand and I'll make sure you get your cut. What are you playing at? Calling in backup 'cause you know you can't win. Fine. Two can play at that game. Listen here, mate. Help me take this guy down, and I'll split the moral with you. Wait, we're just passing by. Treasure hoarders, huh? Let's do this. Too right. We're honorable adventurers. There's no way we're helping any nasty treasure hoarders. If someone's up to no good, we're gonna put a stop to it.
It's too late for regrets. Gather.
I got careless. Can't see? Now disappear.
Freeze.
Meanwhile,
You're open.
Solidify. This is order.
And voila! And shroud! Let's nip that in the bud.
Picked the wrong test subject.
we showed them. How can you believe those stupid treasure hoarders thought we'd play muscle for them? Haha, justice prevails. Totally. Though now we've sent them packing, Paimon's a little curious. What's exactly in here they're fighting for? Oh no, let's open it up. Isn't that a Fontanian clockwork mecha? Wow, Fontaine tech really is something else. Imagine still working after being transported all this way. Warning. Startup mode anomalous. Energy module abnormal. Verification failed. Verification failed. Verification failed. Annihilate. 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 Traveler, watch out!
Rise! Gather!
One with the force.
Solidify! Order guide you.
Now disappear. I'll uproot you.
Nasty treasure hoarders. Huh. Should be a treasure chest here. Not right there, at least. Elemental sight. Wonder if there was anything else in that box. No. Is it above me? Oh, yeah, it is.
A reward on the road.
I see a treasure chest. Oh man, I hate those things. They're downright deadly. I wish there was something flatter up here. Oh no. Maybe from up here. How the hell?
And voila! Yeah. So.
Thanks for getting out of the water, dummy.
Can't see?
Stabilize.
I will have order.
Solidify.
Let's nip that in the bud. Let's get this show on the road.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Let's check our completion. 87%. Let's do one more. Wait a minute, where's this? Huh. Over here?
Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains. If you should choose to pick any, be sure to store them appropriately.
Gather. Solidify.
Okay. So you telling me we missed some stuff down here before? What you got, fella? Oh, thanks, dude!
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Does that mean I can do the same thing over here and they'll just give me a treasure chest?
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Below us somewhere. tag.
What is the situation?
My dear Raiden
The
Shogun.
same as I remember. But
Like a meteor.
Looks like I hit
Another
the jackpot again.
Fry!
Torn to oblivion. See how
This is order.
certainly worth the extra mile.
Prepare to be amazed.
It's another one of those, but it will not warrant us any more reward.
Step right up.
Freeze!
illusion shattered.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Solidify!
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
Order guide you.
Go, little friend. My reward, please.
One man's stone is another man's gem.
And over there is where we will do our next little adventure. But until then, folks, we're done for the day. Until next time, y'all take care of yourselves. And I'll see you on the next one.